Howdy everyone and welcome back to a place that should look pretty familiar. We are on the Diamond Society, however, this is the world backup from Season 1. Of course, Season 2 started a few weeks ago, and we have taken a bit of a time warp, sort of. We are back in the Season 1 map to do a final tour of my builds. Never got a chance to do that, was awaiting the world download, which, by the way, you can find a link down in the description that will take you to the Diamond Society website, and you can find the link from there. But anyway, here is our starter house, which has seen some edits around it since its original building. Didn't realize those leaves were actually there. Totally forgot about quite a bit around here, actually. So we originally built this without the stables here. Those were kind of a later addition. I mean, I say later, but I mean, it was a few episodes after we already had the house. But then the roads are all new. This area being marked off was new. You know, over here, all this landscaping across the way right here, that's all new. You know, it's seen some changes, like I said, especially behind it has been terraformed quite a bit. I think that's all custom. I want to say it's custom. Lurgan's place is still to the left of mine. But anyway, just focusing on what I did. You come on up the path here. And let's see, I don't think anything's out of place. I'm probably going to see a couple things that could undergo changing. Of course, it doesn't really matter at this point, though. Is there a tree out? Usually there's a tree out from a creeper. However, you got the birch trees coming on up here. My stables with a couple of skeleton horses. Never got a chance to fill the back one. And we come on down here to, I think it's a water mill. I think that's what I intended it to be. Just a little bench. It's kind of a bit of a park area. And then kind of keeping the natural feel going with the rose bushes, and then our garden back here, all looking pretty cool. And yep, as I've suspected, several of them have been uprooted. That's been a constant problem. There should be a horse somewhere around here that's been doing it. Mobs do it as well. When we come on, let's come back here. We come on up here, and then up one more. First thing I ever did with the replay mod, I think, was this back sitting area, this kind of Zen garden style thing here. And then the waterfall that goes right on down into the river, which I think at one point was going to be terraformed, but never actually was. So anyway, we come on. Let's come. There's nothing really over there. So let's come up the main area here. We got my head and a sign that says it is my place. Crazy, crazy view of the city. Let's head on into the front of the place here. And we got my bed over here on the left. Yep, couple of starter tools. I think that's my first sword. Oh man, and I do have a rocket on me just in case I want to fly. I've got the elytra equipped as well. So jukebox, which is empty. Oh no, it got cleared, didn't it? Or maybe I put him somewhere else. No, I put them all in my shop, I think. Oh man, I hope that was the case. I was quite the collector of... This isn't my stuff. Elven bow. The Immort. Ooh, I don't know whose that is. Okay, so anyway, I was quite the collector of music discs. Had them all lined up here. Had one of everything, and then entities got cleared, and I lost all those, which was unfortunate. Had a chest full of them. I don't know what happened to that. I don't remember. These also used to have gold armor on them until it got cleared. You know, that was all looking pretty cool. Small brewing stand, never really, or station rather, never used that. And then my initial storage room down here, which might even... Yeah, it does still have items in it, so I must have just moved my discs somewhere else. I have no clue where that would have gone. Steeds, kind of curious to see what I used to have here. Anyway, we got kind of across the way, then some furnaces. Nope, didn't leave anything precious in there. And then just a little back exit here. So a bit of a waterway, too, with some crops popping out there. Or some, I don't even know what you'd really call those. They're not really bushes, but some kind of water plant. And if we head, let's see... Well, it's pretty obvious where the nether portal is. We've got no lack of those. And I'm surprisingly not lagging so much. Man, when it was on the server, I was getting like 5 FPS around here. And that's a huge reason why I avoided it toward the end of the season here. So this was our first build, which at one point was the tallest skyscraper in the city. We were very quickly outdone. Lurgan added on these extra things up the top here, which topped it. This thing built by Coop topped it, and then came that, I think. That came later in the season. That came later in the season. That I never even saw. This is new. D.S. Brock? Bank. That says bank. So, yeah, we kind of got just completely demolished. When this thing was at its original height, it was taller. That one was also built before it, taller than that as well. So we were the king at one point. We hop on in here, though. And this is the melon and pumpkin farming towers. Ooh, quite a bit of pumpkins in there, and a few melons. I know this thing broke on multiple occasions. The timer was just being weird. I think it's right on a chunk border, which kind of was an issue, but I still liked it. I like the layout of it. Took a while to build. It was my first community build on here, and then we did up the gardens around it, which I think looked pretty cool, but yeah, although it's not modern, so I probably could have done a better job with it. Looks like there's a cactus missing there as well. So anyway, let's go ahead and head on into the nether. I don't remember quite how far my base was. I mean, I know it's very far, but I don't remember exactly even how to get there at the moment. Wait, I didn't have those before. Those must have just been sitting there. So crazy cool build here by BC, the nether hub. And my place is here. Okay, so you go, can I get to it from up here? Yeah, so you go right up there, up through there, and let's actually just bust right through here. Of course, we're in creative. Much faster here. Let's get rid of that, and we come on up here, and then there is my tunnel going back. So it is quite long, and I'll meet you back over there. Yeah, I'll meet you there in a bit. It's going to be long. I'm going to take a bit of a detour, heading over to my place, and in episode 3 of the Diamond Society, man, that was a long time ago. We built this with a couple of other members. Coop Dizzle right there. No, that is Pleasant Muse. Where's Coop's head? I thought Coop's head was right there. Nope, it's down here. So I'm Pleasant Muse, James Stev, Corp CEO. I think those guys' heads were back there. Not sure what happened to those. Builds all around here done by Coop. Absolutely fantastic. Crazy builders on this server. And I think there's a blaze farm back here. Yeah, so this was the blaze farm. And tried doing some stuff here with like AFKs, so like you bounce back and forth and you activate the two. Didn't end up working 100%, so we ended up just taking a tunnel to go right back here. Worked on this for months off video, trying to get it to work perfectly, but then you ended up, just having to come back here and killing them all manually. Especially once the cart change happened, this farm was just toast. I think we had it working at one point, and then it took a turn for the worse. But those things that happen, it's nothing too bad. There's workaways around it. What do I want to say there? There's workarounds. So then what is this? Wither farm? I think this is a wither farm worked on by Pleasant Muse. Another one later in the series. So let's go ahead and head back up here now. Oh, staircase not steep enough, or too steep rather. What would be a tour of what we've built without this place? Oh, the Guardian farm. We worked on this with Corp. Man, this is crazy cool. This is one of the few builds that I can say I really do like. We worked on it together, and I am very pleased with it, to say the least. He put this diamond beacon in the middle. He also helped get a ton of the animals in here. You can see there's a holding cell. There's a chicken. One of these was struck by lightning, which was unfortunate. I don't even remember who all did what at this point. I know he did a lot of it. He built the majority of the farm, I think, if I remember correctly. I know I cleared it all out. I do remember doing that. However, I don't remember if he's placed it or actually built the entire farm. Can't really tell you at this point, but he did the storage area. Wow, there's a lot of chests here. And this is the AFK spot for it. This is the optimal spot to be AFKing. That item elevator is missing a block right here. I forgot I'm in creative, by the way. So, yeah, So, Corp, I think redid it at one point, and I guess worked around the symmetry. That should be filled as well. We'll do that. We'll make it look like that was intentional, right? So, fish probably along the back. I think that's how it was. No, shards. Okay, that's the biggest wall, I do believe. I don't think this is a square. No, it's not a square. So, fish over there and then crystals or something like that. But anyway, this place is looking cool. Now we're going to head off to my place. I have no other stops to make. Guys, I got distracted again. I keep forgetting about what things I've built. We spent 3 episodes over here. Probably too long, but this is the nether wart farm. I swear most of the time just went into getting all the nether wart blocks for the side here, actually using the farm for that. Let's head down to the storage area first, because this is neat. We got all the storage coming in here. That all fills up, and then just a bit of brewing across from it. And that is all looking pretty neato. We come on through here. This, I think, is to power the farm. Yeah, it is. So you come through here. These rods were supposed to prevent Pigmon spawning, but I don't think it actually worked. So you'd fill it all up, go on to the next level. Oh, right. Translocation elevators don't work anymore, so we're just going to pop up to the top this way, but all the levels look the same. You come on through, you do it all, and then you get to the top at the end, and you drop right back down to the bottom, and then, of course, across from that is where all the storage is. So now we can head back up here. Big, long glass tunnel here. Probably could have done something with a rail or something to make it a little bit more efficient. But we come through. Let's knock that out for a second so we can take a look at what we've done here. Just a bit of a kind of a makeshift area. Did it pretty quickly just to have something. Got our horse there. This is horse accessible. And then our minecart, which takes us all the way back to spawn, which you saw. And then behind here, yeah, we got 2 portals just for symmetry reasons here. And this goes right back to Corpse. We made quite a few stops over at his place, so that comes on right through there. Let's head all the way back, relight the portal, and head through. Now we're back, finally. Oh, in our base. I'm going to leave this in my hand just in case I have to get through there. Oh, the train station. So this was the very first thing we built. Forgot I left that there. Very first thing we built. This was the project that we worked on for a very long time here. And it is the train station. So our kind of goal at the beginning of the season was to have all of these farms, bring all the stuff into our storage unit as kind of like a big train system. Was going to originally have a lot of them above ground. Ended up having, I think, most of them underground. I think those are the only 2 above ground ones as far as I can see. There's one like partly above ground back there, I think, but I ended up needing a lot more room for what I was building, so that just, it was much easier to stick it underground there. And I was gonna decorate all the tunnels, never got around to it, just ran out of time pretty abruptly there. So we have the storage unit over here. These top 3 are all indicated by the center here. Whatever item is there is what's in all 3 of them. See quite a bit of these filled up completely. Was doing some villager trading at the end of the season, so I didn't end up filling this chest, but those farms are just absolutely insane. The bottom chest then is all manual sorting, just for random stuff here. Pretty good system, I should say, although I never really used the auto sorting. Sometimes I would just chuck a whole bunch of stuff in there, although a lot of times it was just me coming and putting it in manually. Sometimes that was just faster. We got a chicken farm over here. Oh, don't know what happened there. I bet, oh, someone probably just came in and killed them to reduce lag. That's no issue there. And then across here we have another one, and this is all for raw chicken for the villager trading. So to speak of, here we have all our villagers, and we probably could have had more. Did quite a bit of it at the beginning, was very useful, but they come in through here if it's, what is it, if it's full? I don't remember how the system works. No, they come in, they come in back here. This tunnel was decorated. Comes in through here, then they come down. They each fill up one at a time. If there's any empty ones, they're going to go down there. Otherwise, they keep going all the way through. If they make it all the way through, that means they were all filled. And so we just kind of bring them down here. Hit the actor rail and toss them, or activator rail rather. Toss them into the lava, and then the cart comes right back up here. That pumpkin should have been facing the other way. Goes all the way back into the system to be recycled and pick up another villager. Another thing that broke once the minecart mechanic changed here. But that thing is getting kind of annoying. Bopping around quite a bit here. So anyway, yeah, pretty cool. We got an item elevator right in the middle. Ooh, which should be working now. Maybe not. I don't know. This thing's changed so many times. This item elevator's changed. It should be working right now. So you come down this main path here. There's that input for the storage unit over there. Any overflow comes right into this chest. Had quite a few issues with that. There's actually hidden back here somewhere. Yeah, we got at one point, and there's nothing cycling at this point. Yeah, there's nothing cycling at this point, but at one point we had a whole bunch of like overflow items coming into this dropper and then getting dumped right out onto that cactus. Somebody built another portal into there. So pop back on out here. There is a whole lot to see around here, and we just keep discovering things that I've completely forgotten about. So this is to get rid of items. Oh, why is it not working? There we go. We stand on that. We toss stuff into the lava. Let's take this minecart on down here. This was one of the very last projects we worked on. It might have even been the last project we worked on. This takes us down to kind of a medieval themed area. Slime farm. We've got heads on the wall, black glass down at the bedrock level, curtains and big windows, trying to look like a castle. Man, I really like this place. This was, like I said, built toward the end. I think probably one of my better builds, which would, I mean, it makes sense, right? As the season goes on, I would get better at building. But all the items come back here. They flow into this. This was just kind of like a maintenance hall. I meant to go into the other door. Let's pop back through here and up to here. There it is. So this shows the big area that we have dug out, and beacons galore. Just a big speed mining area. Needed a bunch of stuff, and that's where I got a lot of the stone from. So let's head back up to the top here. And, ooh, okay, it is pretty fast. You can see in the upper right that we do have all of the beacon effects as well, which is pretty cool. Was worried I just stepped on that. Didn't want to be chucked into lava there. So all of these are not actually used, by the way. You can see a lot of them just run into the coal there. And over here, I think more of them. Yeah, we only had 2 blank ones over there, so never got a chance to fully fill up all of these. But we did use quite a bit of them. So anyway, coming out the front here, if you walk in, I was hoping that my guy would spawn right here. But yeah, we spawned back at spawn. Imagine that. So these were all the supplies I had at the end. All my armor. Yeah. Okay, I had decent armor, probably better than I've got now. And then all my tools and stuff as well. That was a good pick. Just take that to Season 2, right? Looking at it from the outside, though, I really like this. So, obviously going with the Savannah Ranch here. Man, I just really like the train station. That was just the key point of my base for really the whole length of the season. I don't think I've built anything to top that area. A couple of gardens out front here just to make it look a little bit natural. And then the 4 beacon beams shining right through the center there, and the 2 horse statues up there. Man, there's a lot going on around here. We do pop up here, though, and this is a horse sanctuary area. Was going to put a lot more stuff up here. Ended up not really doing it. Took a long time to kind of clear it out, get all this stuff going up along the sides here, and then we ended up with like 6 horses and like 4 builds around here. So, you know, maybe not the best, but it looks pretty cool. I do like it. It was a nice place to keep my horses too, other than just your classic stables. And then that leads right back down to the nether portal. I might have hidden something. Oh, I don't remember if I hid something around here or not. Nope, there's just an extra head. Okay. So anyway, let's head back up through here. This little house here. Back out. And off to this side. As I keep spinning around here, we have our mob farm, which I don't remember. I think it worked decently well. Oh, yeah, this was when I wanted to start using magma blocks. Yeah, so, okay, the water pushes all them off. They go right on down. They die in the magma blocks, and then you got a minecart be-bopping around down there, going and picking everything up. And then it all comes in. Oh, no, there was no all above ground minecart. But that takes it right into the storage system and sorts everything. So, pretty cool. Huge wheat field inspired by something I saw on Twitter, I think on the Afterlife server. So I chucked that in right there, kind of like a natural border, really kind of emphasizing that natural border around my base. So when you stand in the middle, you look around and there's really no escape, so to say. But it's more just to keep everything else out and just kind of get that real complete feel. You can see I bone mealed up everything, lit up everything. Pretty much the opposite of my base so far on Season 2. A couple of ponds up front as well. And we keep going over here. Let's look at this building. This was originally going to be my house. Never actually did that, though. Never really created a house. I mean, I guess it's got my bed in it, you know, but never really a proper kind of house that I was looking for. It's more like a converted barn, in my opinion. But we got enchanting on the left there, so it definitely had function. We pop on down here, and then we had animal breeders, pigs and cows, and then across just a way to get over to the cactus farm there. And the cactus farm, crazy, crazy fast. I don't remember 3, 6. There's whole lot of, I don't remember. Just 49 cactus on each level. So what is that, 98 cactus total? So almost 100. I even had to stop the cart because it was overflowing so much. And I bet you we come down here and that's probably full. Oh yeah, that was, didn't even have to ask about that. And that goes in a little mine shaft looking thing there and goes right back to the base again to get sorted. So looking pretty cool as well. Kind of a nice thing to hide all of the sand behind it. Nah, that's not looking too good. So I chucked a whole bunch of dry bushes and then as well some cactus. Probably should have done those at different heights, but with how many there were there, that would have taken quite a while, and you can't really see it. It's just that extra little bit of detail in the background there. So let's come back through here. There's this little cave style thingy, and then we got a slime block elevator to go back up. Oh, before I do, we had an extra one of these things here, one of these extra mine carts, and that was just a manual loader. So any supplies I got from that would go right on into the storage area. Now we'll pop back up, and we will go out the front, and let's take a look at this, which uh-oh, skeleton farm? I didn't remember what it was at first. I think we have, do ender pearls work in creative now? I think that's a thing, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so we can get right down to the bottom real quickly. And yeah, this was probably my favorite farm to build because it was so easy. We decorated up the place, and now skeletons just spawn. They go down there, that little hole down there. They go up just a little tube, and instead of bringing them up 22 or 23 blocks, whatever it is, and dropping them down, getting them to half a heart, and then hitting them with a sword, we just have them drop right down onto a magma block. Pretty simple. We only have to bring them up like 8 blocks just to get them up over that little edge there. And then right on down there. We don't have to do any manual killing. We can just sit here and we can get plenty of bones and arrows. And when I say plenty, I mean plenty. That's probably about an hour's worth of AFK. Really, really fast farm. Very, very useful. So very happy that I built that. Should have built it earlier because we used tons of bone meal. But once the update with bone blocks came, that was probably the biggest lifesaver because I did like building out of them. As you can see over there, we used them. I feel like we used them in a couple other places. I know we used them at spawn. I definitely missed a build there. Probably missed 2 or 3 builds there, actually. But anyway, the very first thing that we built on the ranch, I mean, that was our first, like, big project. But this was the first actual build, the tree farm. Yeah, like this. No trees in it at the moment. When it does have trees, though, it looks pretty cool with all the leaves piling out the sides here. We come on down, and we got another loader here for all the stuff. And this, I think, was just a maintenance thing to go, yep, right on down to the... Oh, no, don't go down there. Down to the mining area to pop right on back out there and out to here. So, fun fact, originally when I created this, it was not the path block. It was all andesite. Path block was not yet in the game. I think the path block looks so much cooler, fits in with the ranch theme so much better. Looked way more industrial with the andesite there. So then anyway, across from the tree farm, we have our foods farm, villager powered, although some of the villagers have disappeared. Looks like we got 2 there. Oh, we have the one there. We have the one there. The bottom one definitely died, although we do have one in the center there. But no worries, because this thing filled up our storage system so quickly. It was not even needed after like 2 weeks. Took a while to build just to get the villagers in there. I hate working with villagers. But it was a crazy efficient farm. Very, very helpful, especially for all the villager trading that we came from it. And to the right of it, never put a building around this. Did plan on it, but once again, I ran out of time. It's well enough lit around here, though, where it really wasn't too much of an issue when I would AFK here. But very simple. You come here, fill that up with bone meal, flip the lever, and then it's just going to keep growing trees, pulling them back, and sticking them into a big block. And I do have haste 2 right over here, as you can see there. So it really was efficient. I was able to just come through and cut the whole block up real quickly, and it's probably try to come back here. Try to do this in some order so I don't forget too much there. But we come down to the mine shaft, and it's just alternating between the oak and the acacia. Another really early build that I did around here. Didn't even dream of the savanna becoming this big when I did that. I know I wanted to, but I didn't really think it was possible. Never even really used this. I think I used 2 tunnels. 2, yep, just 2. So anyway, yeah, I guess by the time I came out here, I already had a ton of resources, and then I had that big speed mining area, so it really wasn't super handy, but definitely was a fun little build there. And we come back here, custom river, just again trying to get that border here, and these 2 rails come from down there. That is the villager breeder, and then just a bit of decoration across the way here, a little bit of a pond with some patches of stuff just to once again create that border with the forest here in front of the sugarcane farm. Very, very nice farm once again. Another one that just filled up so insanely quickly. And these come back here through this decorated tunnel, and it comes right up here to where y'all saw before. So that's just the other side of where I was earlier. And then that comes, let's see, did we decorate up here? No, I meant to. I was going to put statues and stuff around here, but I Once again, never really got a chance to. So, bit of a bridge, though. We did get that in. That's something, I don't know. It's just simple things that I like. And that comes right here. That carries all the sugarcane back into the storage unit down there. And then another bridge here. You can see the crazy amount of trees. I just kept that forest going right on the way through here and around through the back. That comes right back up to the horse sanctuary area here. And then, yeah, that area ends right there. Didn't really need to continue the border because we got this huge hill right here. And then let's anyway come... Have I missed anything over here? I don't believe so. And we'll come over here. So, ooh, it's Elytra. Nope, I didn't have it equipped. The one time I want to use it. We got a pumpkin and melon farm over here. So I think this was my own design. Looks like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. And it was activated by this bud detector right here. So it grows a pumpkin there and then breaks, it powers the farm. And then every time that one would grow, it would power the farm. Although it was weird. It would seem like this stuff would all grow and then it would be a while before one grew down there. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's like confined or something. But anyway, yeah, that I don't remember how well that worked. I really don't. I mean, it must have worked pretty well, right? Because we used plenty of jack-o'-lanterns around here. I had to get them from somewhere. But there's the villager breeder. That was another really early build, and I wanted to get it out of the way early because there's a village right there. Didn't want zombies getting over there over time, killing off all my villagers, and me not being able to do this at all. So we got that out of the way real early here. Apologize for the small cut there, but my mouth has been very dry. Way more talking at one time than I'm used to. But yeah, anyway, this thing would fill up a crazy amount. I'm talking like 3 villagers per every block in there, and I'd have to go in there with a sword and kill off tons of them at a time, so almost worked too well there. Never had a lack of villagers, that's for sure. But we come back here to another one of my... because I left the door open. So, another one of my end of the season builds, the brewing and smelting building. I never really give it a full name there, but my furnace array over here on the left, I designed this, and then Lurgan's design over here, and finally got rabbit's foot, by the way. I don't think I ever did that on camera. Couldn't find any of that, so never got a chance really to use it. I did use the smelting, but I don't use a whole lot of these. This, by the way, was a failed attempt. I tried to have a second portal to take me to this side of the base. It just never really worked out. Oh, nope, let's go out the other way. So yeah, that was kind of a failed attempt. So right across the way, seems like a good mixture of balance of like when I would build stuff, because this was another early one. This was an iron farm, which is now disabled. Took all the doors out, and we have the Iron Titan, so that was no issue at all. Guess I could have taken the... Oh! I was going to say I guess I could have taken the villagers out, but I guess someone did that for me. Well, those things have a leafy problem. The iron golems come down here. Oh, and I have a little maintenance... Oh, had a maintenance shaft. Scratch that. So they all come down here. They die. Their iron goes through here into this, which, okay, I guess a spider was in there. And then this goes off and right back into the sorting system. Same old story there. Let's come down to the end here. And this little alcove is my fishing area. So, bit of decoration just to make it look kind of natural, kind of happy. You come down the path here. We got the actual fishery over here, which in the latest update is broken, which is unfortunate. But they come down here. All the items get brought into this system here, so you'd grab it all up, toss it in here, and once again off to the storage area. So that, I think, does it for the base. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Let's head actually back to spawn and look at those other couple of builds that I had forgotten there. Well, I've likely forgotten something else, and let me know if I have, but here we are at my bookstore. My attempt at a modern build. I think it turned out pretty well, though. I mean, we fly around here. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know. It was right around when bone blocks were released, though. Whatever update that was, 1.9 maybe? I think that's, yeah, it was probably 1.9. So we got all those mixed in with the clay. I think that looked pretty cool. That's one thing I really do like. Almost gives like an Adobe kind of feel there. Also chucked in some end rods. And, oh, hello. So actually that might have been 1.10. That might have been 1.10, and then those were 1.9, but I hadn't used them until now? Something like that. I know it was a couple of new things. I don't think I ever sold a single book, though. I think there might have been one book missing, but I'm the one who took it. So, yeah, it doesn't look like we made stuff. Probably could have set them quite a bit cheaper here, but anyway. Yeah, this thing, I mean, I like it. I know it's not 100%, but oh, look, it's raining, so... Anyway, yeah, that is one thing that I can say I actually do kind of like that I've contributed to the town. Probably my favorite thing that I've contributed to the town, actually. We've got this small little thing over here. I think this is where all my... Yep, there's where all my music discs went, is to the store. So, and once again, you know, nothing sold. It was just a fun little thing that I did right here, completely dwarfed by that coffee shop next to it. So, like I said, anyway, if I forgot something, let me know down below. But go ahead and subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all in the next one.